Let's get into some things of the things, child. We got some stuff to talk about today, honey. We got some stuff to talk about. Hit that like button if you are new here. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button. We have a great time over here. You meant what you said when you said it. Really be expected, because I'll be understanding y'all sometimes. And when y'all know when I say y'all, you know I ain't talking about y'all. I'm talking about y'all. It makes me that all these people that got something to say have been actively involved in the political process in their world. I don't believe it. You ain't gonna convince me. I know y'all love me. What's up, y'all? How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? What's going on? Hold on, let me move this. Come on in, come on in, come on in. I hope everybody is having a great Tuesday. Child, I feel like it's only Tuesday. I feel like probably because I want this week to hurry up and be over, I feel like it's taking forever. But I'm actually having a good time. I had a decent day at work today. We had a little celebration for the kids who are what we call green. And those are kids that were identified as being on the right track. They may not be straight A students. They may not have perfect attendance, but they're on the right track. They're doing some good stuff. So we had a little celebration. I did a TikTok with some of the kids. Lord knows where it'll end up, child. I don't know if it'll end up. I don't know if it'll end up on the interwebs. I don't know where it'll end up, but I did a TikTok, child. They had me in there TikToking. But and I have been keeping to what I promised. How you doing, Zany? Hey, sis. Sending you loves and hugs, my love. But I've been keeping to what I said. I've been cleaning out that back bedroom every day before I get comfortable. I've been going in there and doing something, even if it's just one little thing. I've been doing something, so I've been keeping to my word. And I've been trying, y'all. I've been trying to declutter around this house. So there is that. It's cold in North Carolina. Y'all just not used to the cold. It probably ain't that cold, child. Actually, no. I did talk to Cruiser. She said that y'all had like record-breaking temperatures this week. Where's mine? Oh boy, where'd I put it? Oh Lord. Now, down here, it's a mess. And I'm being honest, it's a mess down here. But upstairs is looking better. But down here's a mess. Anyway, I'm gonna get that straightened up down here too. But I'm decluttering. You've been doing the same thing? Yeah, I've been not to get too much because y'all don't care about all those details, but I said I was gonna make myself take a bag of clothes to the Goodwill this week. If I haven't worn it, it's gotta go. If it's old, it's gotta go. I just have too many clothes. And a lot of that stuff I'm just not wearing, and it's just sitting there collecting dust. I got to do something with it. I have a whole closet that I hardly ever go into, and it's got clothes hanging up in there. And when I say I hardly ever go in that closet, when I say very seldom, that's an understatement to say very seldom. The closet that's in that back bedroom, I have clothes in there, and I never wear those clothes. Because I don't think about them because they're in that closet. Like, I keep my dress, like my more dressy stuff, I keep in there. So when I'm looking to dress up, like if I'm, trying to dress up for an occasion, I'll go there. But just regular something to wear, never go back there. So what I think I'm going to do, and I've already started my list for 20 things I want to do in 2026. What I think I'm going to do is I'm going to hire, one of those people that help you like organize a closet, but they'll help you with like storage and stuff. I think I'm gonna turn that closet into like a storage, but visible storage, like clear containers that I can see what's in everything, because I honestly just don't use that closet, and it's a lot of empty space there that I could be using to put some of this stuff up in there. Anyway, child, so that's one of the things I said I wanted to look into, one of those services to help me put bins in there and label them and all that good stuff and help me organize some stuff. But anyway, let me say hi to the people. Let's get in here. The Informed, Corray, Chuck, Auntie Eva, what's going on? Hey, B-Lo, what's up, love? Lock Queen, Quake, hey, boo, Andree, Gossip in the Garden, CC, what's up, Nay? Nay, when are you going to be here? Text me. I know you said either the 21st or the 22nd, but let me know if you have a more specific date so I'll know. I mean, I don't care but I just wanted to know because you can get in the house, so I don't care. What's up, Mia J, Ronnie? What's going on, Amber, Sharice, Danny, hey boo again, Katie K, Cross Country Cruiser, what's up, my love? Hariana's chasing Orlando live is crazy. It's public investigation about baby. I only caught part of it. He's gonna probably put it on members, but child, I'll call Hariana and get the tea. Child, I saw it. I was there in the beginning, and then I started doing other stuff, and I never went back to it. But they got like 10 people up on there now. I saw Andaria was one of them, child. Anyway, Chuck said we are under 50% likes. We have 100 people in the room. I know we got 50 likes. Make sure you come in. Oh, okay. Danny, thank you, boo. Cajun, hey, my love. You're going to send me a donation tomorrow? Thank you. I'm going to start ordering the baskets tomorrow, so that'll be right on time. Montrez, Dorothy Carter. Hey, Bab. What's going on? Bama girl. Let me see. Child, Bab, I wish the fuck I would. Hey, Symmetry. What's up, Mia? Okay, I think we almost at the bottom. Hey, Rock Chick. Just got 2 new cute hoodies and a Montclair jacket. I need to get rid of some of my old stuff because I never... Yeah, it's just stuff sitting there. Oh, happy birthday, Mia. Y'all flood the chat. Y'all wish Mia a happy birthday. You'll help me organize. Do you live in the area? Real, and I'm serious. Do you live in the DC area? Because, baby, I'll pay you. You can come and help me. I'll pay you. And that's real talk. I did the same, Really Be. My neighbor is really in need of clothing, bedding, coats, etc. So I went through my closets and freshened everything up and took it to her. She was so grateful, and I felt so good. Yeah. I just need to do it. I just need to get some stuff out of there, chat. I need to get some stuff out of there. It's difficult for me to give away my ensembles. My problem is y'all can tell I love t-shirts. So I have a lot of t-shirts, and there's nothing wrong with them. Even the ones that might have a little bit of hole in them, I just wear them around the house. You know what I mean? So it's like, okay. So then you know how t-shirts start wearing, get a little hole in them or whatever. It's like, okay, well, then I'll just wear it around the house. I just won't wear it outside anymore. So I end up with like a ridiculous amount of t-shirts. I just have to get in the habit of just getting rid of stuff. And yeah. Hey, Don, what's up, boo? C. Jones, Kitty Doc. Hey, my love. Alexis Thomas, Diva Law. Hey, girl, how are you? Big says, I don't think I'm going to make it in July to the wedding. I don't think I'm going to make it either. I might be out of the country. Mm-hmm. I think when I talked to you on the phone, I told you I was supposed to be going. I'll know this weekend where I'm going to be in July. I'm going to New York to hang out with some of my girlfriends in New York, and that's the group that I may be going to Thailand with in July. So I'll know for certain if I'm going to be in Thailand in July. If I'm not, then I'll consider it. But if I'm going to Thailand, there's no way. I can't. But I RSVP maybe. Sonia Jackson said the high in New York City today was 34 degrees, and that's warm. Yeah, I mean, when I left the house today, it was 20. When I got in my car this morning, it was 27 degrees. So I understand. Go ahead and cancel the love at this point. Really be, it's been tainted. What love? What you talking about? I don't know what you're talking about. Hey, Nandy, what's going on? I'm not at the bottom yet. Hold on, y'all. Let me stop. Hey, Danielle, Sierra Brown. Let me keep going. Nubian. Stacy, what's going on, Yvette? All right, I think I'm at the bottom now. Sorry about that, y'all. I kept getting sidetracked. Hey to everybody. If I missed you, charge it to my head and not my heart. Y'all come on in. It's already 135 of y'all in the room, so please hit that like button when you come in. I appreciate that so much. So let's get in. Let me get the church announcements out the way before we get into this. The candle party, the DC candle party, it's not sold out yet. However, it is quickly getting sold out. And not a lot of people, 3 people I said they were going to pay this week. So I'm going to put a pause on that right now. Because if the 3 people who said they're going to pay this week pay, then it is sold out. So if you are in the DC area and you are still interested, but you didn't fill out a Google Doc, you might just need to reach out to me privately and I can put you on a wait list. But as of right now, you guys, the candle making event is not officially sold out, but the people who said they were going to give me their money this week, I'm going to wait and trust that they're going to do what they say they're going to do. And if they do that, then we're sold out. So, and thank you guys, because it never ceases to amaze me, you guys, and I appreciate that. So, that means we have 10 people that will be at the candle making event. What's up, Cruiser Bruiser? Okay. As far as my Christmas wish list is pinned at the top. I know one person reached out to me and told me they would have that the address was coming up wrong. And I fixed it. So let me know if and listen, be clear. Nobody has to give me anything off my wish list. But if you had any issues, please let me know. Okay. So that's the Christmas wish list. The baskets. Okay. I'm going to start ordering the baskets tomorrow. It is not too late. If you still know somebody that would benefit from a Christmas dinner from the tribe, I'm going to drop the link in the chat because you may still, tomorrow is the last day that I'm taking names. So I told you we were slowing it down because I wanted to make sure that the donations matched the amount of people. And so we're on track, you guys. We are on track with the donations to match the part that we're on track. So if I'm going to put the link in the chat, but if you still want to make donations, again, I am still taking donations. And I'm going to start ordering them tomorrow. My goal is to have the majority of the baskets ordered between tomorrow and Thursday, because I would like the baskets to be delivered by Christmas Eve. Oh, wait a minute. Did I not? Hold on, y'all. I want them to be delivered by Christmas Eve. So I'm going to start ordering them tomorrow, and I will try my best to order the remainder of them Thursday, because you guys know I'm going to be out of town Friday. So that way I don't have to worry about it. And then when I get back Monday, whatever I have not ordered, I will order on Monday, which still should ensure that people get their baskets. Why is it not post? Oh, there it is. I'm about to say, which should ensure that people get their baskets by Christmas Eve. Okay. All right. And again, if you have not been here, we, just like we did for Thanksgiving, we're going to be doing doing Christmas baskets. Each dinner will include bread, a meat, a starch, a vegetable, a dessert, and a case of water. Okay. That is what we will be sending out. So please complete that form and please include all the information that I need. You guys have been doing really well. I've been looking at the form. Y'all been including stuff like security door and this is a house, so just leave it on the steps. Like, I appreciate that, because that's the information that I needed last time when I had Instacart calling me and I didn't know a lot of this information. So I really appreciate that. Okay. And again, if you want to make a donation, you can Cash App me, or you can Zelle or PayPal me. And here is the Zelle and the PayPal. Okay. Okay. We are still having our holiday party on December the 23rd. I just don't know the time. I might have to do it earlier than later, because I think I scheduled it for like 6 o'clock in the evening, but I may end up doing it in the morning. KJ, I don't know about Books and Bourbon. leave me alone. And I'm so serious when I say that. Please don't bring up books and bourbon right now. I got the cruise. I have the candle stuff. Don't bring up books and bourbon. I don't know. Because I don't know if we're going to do books and bourbon based on, we have Abby's birthday trip that I'm still trying to get planned before the end of the year, which I'm working on it. And I may be going, the Commanders have an international game next season. I don't know what weekend that's going to be. So once I know which weekend that's going to be, and once I get Abby's birthday trip straight, then I can worry about books and bourbon. Until then, please don't bring it up again, because I'll let y'all know. I don't know. I don't know. Okay. Moving right along. Okay. Woo! All right, y'all. Let's get ready to get into it. Child, that's what we're gonna have to do. Ravine, we just going and wait till you. Oh, Ravine, wait till you meet Cajun. Lord, you're gonna meet him on the cruise. My gosh. Oh, the cruise meeting has been rescheduled. I think we said Thursday. I'll put in the group chat though the exact time. So my apologies. I just don't remember. Me and Cruiser said it, and I don't remember what me and Cruiser said. But I believe we did say Thursday because I wanted to do it before, because you can start checking in on Tuesday. So I did want to on Monday. So I did want to do the meeting before check-in. And I'm going out of town this weekend. So I think we said Thursday. All right. Okay. Don, let's go.
I said close them doors. Close the doors. Close the doors. Close the doors.
As you guys know, Don is at the door. Okay. Don is at the door. So you guys, y'all make sure y'all are on that y'all are paying attention, because Don is on the door. Please, and thank you. Hit the free 99, which is hitting that like button. And if you're new here, please subscribe to the channel, share the channel, hype this video. All right. I'm not asking y'all for any, y'all know I'll ask for a donation. I ain't asking for no personal donations, because y'all have been more than generous these last 2 months between Thanksgiving and now with Christmas. So I ain't asking y'all, I ain't passing the collection plate unless you want to pass it. But please hit the like button, and if you're new here, subscribe. All right, let's get into it. So unfortunately on Sunday night, and I saw this news Sunday night after I did my Real Housewives of Potomac live, and I started to go live and talk about it. But in all reality, one, it was late, and two, we just didn't have a lot of information at the time. So I'm sure you guys have been brought up to date now with Rob Reiner and his wife, Michelle, who unfortunately were unalived in their Brentwood home on Sunday evening. Now, over the last couple of days, a lot of details have come out. And one of the details that have come out is, unfortunately, the lead suspect is their son, who has now been charged with 2 counts of capital unaliving. They were killed with a knife. The details were very specific, so if y'all want to go read that, y'all can go read it. Well, they said that the son is already on suicide watch, because I'm sure he has now come down off of whatever he was on, because they said that he has been battling substance abuse problems his entire life since he was about 15 years old, that he has been in a revolving door of rehab and relapse and rehab and relapse. So I feel like he probably was high on something. They said that they had a huge fight earlier that evening at a Christmas party, I believe being thrown by Conan O'Brien. There was a huge fight. And I don't know the details, so I don't want to add too much to it. But whatever he did between that fight and when he made that decision to go to his parents' home, yeah. And from what I read, and again, there's been so much put out there, but from what I read, The sister was the one that told the police, you need to go look at my brother. Like, the sister was the one that told the police, you need to go, you need to go look at my brother. So it is so unfortunate. A family friend said that the mother had just told her they were at their wits' end with his mental health and substance abuse issues. Yeah. Listen, it's hard. Again, I've told y'all this time and time again. We've dealt with it. I've dealt with it in my family, and it is hard. You know, it is hard because it's a person that you love. And especially when you have the means, right? Especially when you have the money to put them in the best rehab facilities or the best, you know, especially when you have those resources that the average person may or may not have, or certainly may not be able to pay out of pocket. It sounds like they put him in multiple rehab facilities and stuff like that. And it's just tragic because, you know, I would never tell somebody that they're handling something like that right or wrong, right? I don't have the right answers, you know? So it's a sad it's a sad story. Not just because he was famous, not just because he, you know, made great movies and things like that, but it seems like by all accounts he was just a really good guy. You know, by all accounts he was just a really, really good guy. Yes, he made great, you know, movies. A lot of his movies I love. He made great movies. When Harry Met Sally is probably one of my favorite movies that I have ever like I will watch When Harry Met Sally whenever I see it on. And I actually still have somewhere around here, I probably still have the damn DVD. That's one of those movies I know word for word. The Princess Bride is one of my favorite movies. And I'm sure if I go down the list, it's probably 10 more. But those are the first two that just pop in my head. And if you ever watch When Harry Met Sally, Rob Reiner and his wife are actually one of the couples. If you've ever seen the movie, you know what I'm talking about. They're actually one of the couples that are talking throughout the movie about, like, it's almost like they're in couples counseling, or not couples counseling, but they're telling their love story, I should say. And Rob Reiner and his wife are one of the couples. So, like, again, it's just really, really sad. Very tragic. Yeah, Michelle Obama said, Michelle, like we friends. Michelle said, Michelle Obama said that her and Barack were supposed to meet up with them the night that they passed away. I don't know if she meant like at the party or if they were supposed to go to dinner after the party. Like, she didn't get into those details, so I'm not really sure. But yeah, you know. And she said they've been friends for years. That they've been, her and Barack have been friends with for years. So you know, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I never got into All in the Family. And now let me say this. I absolutely identify and respect the groundbreaking show that All in the Family was, but I could never get into it. I just never. And it's funny because maybe as an adult, I would, when I say an adult, like an adult at my age now, excuse me, maybe I would appreciate it. But as a kid, because I remember it in reruns. Like, I don't remember it in real time. I just remember the reruns, and they just didn't do it for me. But as an adult, I definitely understand the groundbreaking show that it was, and all of the issues that it addressed. I mean, it addressed Vietnam, and it addressed racism, and it addressed sexism, and it addressed Judaism, and all of those things, right? You know, I mean, anti-Semitism, I should say. It addressed all of those issues, and I definitely respect it for what it was, but I just never quite got into it. Hey, Papo, how you doing? The Princess Bride is if you haven't seen The Princess Bride, do yourself a favor over this holiday season and watch it, because it is absolutely hilarious. It never gets old, at least not for me. My daddy, your daddy wouldn't let y'all watch All in the Family, yeah. And the thing is this, the sad thing is, and I hate to say it, y'all, in this political correct society that we're in today, A show like All in the Family would never make it on air, much less be the hit that it was. And it actually almost wasn't a hit. It was a mid-season replacement. And the ratings were really bad. And had CBS canceled it, we would never have seen it. But they decided to bring it back for a full season. And of course, then the show became a breakaway hit. They normally host people for a day of Hanukkah. Yeah. I think the only episode... Oh, wait a minute. I think All in the Family holds the record for the most spinoffs. I think we talked about that before. I think the only episode I've watched was the one with the trans woman. It was part of the Disclosure documentary. Oh, wow. So... I think they said All in the Family holds the record for the most spinoffs, right? So you have All in the Family, Maude, Good Times, The Jeffersons, Archie's Place. There's another one. Somebody was telling me the last time we had this conversation, y'all was telling me about another show. There's another one. It didn't last long, but it was a spinoff. Okay, wait a minute. Sissy said, thank you, Sissy, for the super chat. Sissy says, when I try to purchase something from your Amazon wish list, your address doesn't appear. Only my address shows. It's not going to show you my address. It keeps my address a secret, but it should come to me, but it won't show you. Gloria, thank you. That's what it was. Gloria. But it should come to me, Sissy. Thank you though. But yeah, it keeps the address a secret. Yes, Maude, Donny Hathaway did the song. Let me tell you something. Maude is probably one of my favorite shows of all time. Again, I will watch Maude right now. Marla Gibbs had a spinoff. Okay, well, there's another one. Thank you, Audrey Moore. Thank you, boo. Yeah. For the Janae, that's how it works, right? When you order something off of somebody's list, it'll go to them, but you won't see their address, right? Anybody that's ever ordered anything off of somebody's wish list, that's correct, right? I'm telling y'all right. Let me know if I said that wrong. And then there's Maude. Baby, Maude is my shit. And the theme song for Maude is everything. Yes, Donny Hathaway did it, but it is still just the words. I'm gonna have to see if I can find Maude. Maude used to come on one of these channels, and I used to watch it. But I love, and once again, Maude, Misery is one of my favorites. Oh, you know what? I like Misery, but Misery was one of those movies I could only watch once. First of all, I could never watch that scene again with them ankles. Oh my God. Oh God, I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it again. Maude is on Tubi. Y'all gonna make me watch Tubi. Yeah, my address is listed as private. I didn't change anything on the wish list from the last time, except I just added stuff to it. Yeah. Misery was the. I mean, I went to go see it in the theater. I remember it, and that scene, I was like, I could never do this again. Buying off the wish list is how the SW online get their gifts from their subs without having psychos. What does SW mean? When is Benji coming? Benji will be here this weekend. I don't know exactly when Benji's arriving, but Benji will be here this weekend. No, that's sad. They asking about your dog. They asking about your child. Oh, okay. That's what it means. Thank you, Xavier. I didn't know what the SWs meant. I was like, what is that? Thank you. I got it down. Marco, it was a channel. It was a station. I don't remember. Let me see if I find it. Let me see if I can find it. I'm gonna put Maud in probably Monday. Benji will be here probably Monday. So I'll make sure that Benji gets to see all of his fans. Child. Let me see. Let me see if I can find Maud. Let me see. If not, I might have to go on over to Tubi, honey, because now y'all want me. Now I want to watch a couple of episodes. No, Ma's not on DirecTV. So I'm gonna have to go over to Tubi, honey, because Mod was groundbreaking as well. Tracy, you signed up for the candle party, but is it gonna be you and your sister? Because I need to hold a space for both of y'all. If it's gonna be you and your sister, let me know. Anthony Gary did an episode of All in the Family, shaking my head from Ron Reiner. Yes, somebody posted that. I saw that on Instagram, but the screenshot of them on All in the Family. Yeah, it used to come on Nick and Night and TV, and up until like about maybe about a year and a half ago, it used to come on. I can't remember what channel it was, but I just put Mod in, and whenever it would just record, I would just watch some episodes. I remember one year there was like a Mod marathon. I can't remember what channel it was though. He did Stand By Me. Oh wow, yeah. I mean, like I said, I could probably Google it, and I'm probably most of his movies, but yeah. And for that disgusting mother effer that people elected. Because it wasn't me. He's just disgusting. And at this point, y'all, at this point, I have nothing. At this point, the United States is just getting what the United States is getting because the people with the power refuse. And for the people who don't have the power, I think we as a collective are doing as much as we can do. I mean, short of us just walking out of our houses and sitting in the middle of the street and refusing to move until something is being done, I'm just not sure what else we can do. But the people with the power just won't. And at this point, America just gets what America deserves whatever the fuck it's getting. I mean, that's it. That's all. Yeah, the Jeffersons were a spinoff. You know, I saw something, and it comes up on my Instagram pretty regularly. I guess it's an Instagram page that I follow. And one of the things that they keep posting is when he made fun of the handicapped person, that should have been the end of it. The fact that wasn't a deal breaker for Republicans, that should have been all we needed to know then. The fact that him making fun of a handicapped man wasn't a deal breaker. But this man truly is a horrible, horrible human being. Horrible. There's no redeeming quality in him. None. And I'm not looking for any. And I don't want anybody to ever, and I do mean ever, try and justify it. Even that guy that I had the conversation with at the airport when I was on my way to Louisville, and I said about halfway through the conversation, I realized that he was a Trump supporter, and he realized that I was not a Trump supporter, and both of us just kind of stopped and was like, so let's go back to football. Yeah, let's go back to football. Because that's where the conversation started. He's a Commanders fan. I had on a Commanders hoodie. That was where the conversation started. Yeah, because at that point, we're at the restaurant. I can't go nowhere until my check comes. And the conversation was pretty much, yeah, well, I hope they win on Sunday. Yeah, me too. And that was pretty much the end of the conversation at that point. I didn't need to make a scene. I didn't need to cuss him out. But, you know, it was pretty, it was pretty clear where he stood, and it was pretty clear where I stood, and we weren't even talking politics. You see what I'm saying? Like, we weren't even talking politics, and it was clear where he stood, and it was clear where I stood, and we just was like, all right, well, you gonna stay over there, and I'm gonna come over and stay over here. I mean, that's what I did, Chuck. I mean, after that, it was like, all right, well, I'm waiting for my check to come, and as soon as my check get here, baby, as soon as I paid that check, I got up. I got up. Please know that. But we weren't eating together. But we, hell, I wasn't gonna get arrested. I had to pay my bill. So at this point, everybody wants to be able to say outlandish things until it's the opposite of what they want to hear. Watch how if the Dems do what he does, the base will be pissed. I mean, it ain't no watch. It ain't no watch and see. We already know that the rules don't apply on both sides. Like, people literally were losing their jobs for saying anything bad about Charlie Kirk, but yet the president of the United States said some of the most disgusting, vile things about Rob Reiner, who did absolutely nothing but disagree with him. And that was okay. I didn't hear anybody talking about, people need to lose their jobs. I didn't hear anybody saying any of that shit. But people were literally getting fired from their jobs. Like, we know what this is about. And at this point, did y'all see that clip on TikTok? Tabitha did a video on it. I saw it a couple of days ago. Did y'all see that clip on TikTok with a lady? She's standing in her driveway. She's smoking a cigarette. You could tell she was drunk. She was half slurring her words. The police come over and tell her, basically, you can't harass, like, what is the problem? And she was like, what you mean? I'm just standing in my driveway. And the police are like, ma'am, we got a complaint from your neighbor. Oh, that Mexican complained? He needs to go back to his country. And the officer was like, ma'am, no, he doesn't. Like, he doesn't need to go anywhere. You need to stop harassing him. She was like, no, I don't. No, I don't. He needs to go back to Mexico. And the police officer was like, how do you know that's where he's from? And she stopped and looked at him like, duh. Like, what do you mean, duh? And he was like, he doesn't need to go anywhere. You need to stop harassing him. You can't harass him. You don't have a right to. And she literally said, yes, I do. Donald Trump said, the president said. And she literally was like, the president said I could do it. And the police were like, no, you can't. Like, you cannot harass them just because they're, because you think they're from Mexico. She don't know where them people were from. So, but that's where we are in this country now. Anyway, moving on. So, unfortunately, now the son has retained an attorney. Hold on. Thank you, Tracy. Lord, I can tell Tracy back home, child. Okay, sorry. All right, let's get into the rest of this. So I just want to give you guys an update on that. And I'm sure everything that happens in this case will be followed very closely. Again, the son has retained an attorney. And I believe he is being charged with 2 counts of capital murder. And they said that the death penalty is on the table. So. Oh, is that Karen Reed's attorney? Oh, wow. I know they said he defended Harvey Weinstein. I didn't know he defended Karen Reed as well. Oh, wow. Okay, well, there it is. Whoop, there it is. Okay. I'm sorry, y'all. I thought I had this pulled up. Sorry. Okay. So the update on the Tyler Perry lawsuit, Pam did a full breakdown. You know, she read the documents and everything over on her channel yesterday. So if y'all want to get the full breakdown, y'all make sure y'all get over to Pam's channel and get the full legal, the legal breakdown about it. But just a quick overview. Tyler Perry was handed a legal victory in court against his SA accuser or harassment accuser, Derek Dixon. Tyler has challenged the jurisdiction and filed a motion to move the case from California to Georgia, where the alleged incidents occurred. The court has agreed. The article I'm reading is quoting Pam. According to Pam, Esquire, the Law Intellect on YouTube, Tyler's motion to switch the lawsuit jurisdiction from California to Georgia has been granted. I wonder if she knows she got quoted. I'm going to send her this link. A judge also ruled that the statute of limitations to file a complaint against Tyler has run out. So he was trying to get it in California because basically the statute of limitations would not have been an issue in California, but in the state of Georgia, the statute of limitations is an issue. And so now that Tyler Perry has been able to get jurisdiction in Georgia instead of California, the statute of limitations are going to probably be an issue and then be moved further. Okay. So there is that. There is that. Okay. It was only like 4 years ago. Well, it just, again, y'all, jurisdiction and statute of limitation. Child, Sandra Rose, who I very rarely use as a source, but because she was quoting the actual text, I took it. And y'all know. But again, if y'all want the full breakdown and explanation, go to the source. This article actually quoted Pam. So go to the source. Pam did a video. Okay. All right. Unfortunately, in other sad news, Anthony Gary, who is known as Luke from General Hospital of Luke and Laura fame, has passed away suddenly, unexpectedly. His family announced. For those who don't know, he actually retired from acting about 4 or 5 years ago. And he moved permanently out of the country. I believe he was in Ireland. I'm almost certain it was Ireland. He moved with his husband, and I believe they have children, or they had a family. And so seems like it was unexpected. It seemed like it was a sudden loss. It doesn't sound like he had been sick or anything. So definitely sending condolences to him and his family. The actor who played Robert Scorpio passed away about 2 months ago. So we're losing our childhood back to back. For those of us who grew up on General Hospital, Robert Scorpio and Anthony Gary. I mean, Luke. I mean, hey, they were the 80s. I mean, Luke and Laura's wedding. I know they held the ratings record for many years. I mean, their wedding shut the internet. Well, I'm sorry. Back then there was no internet. Their wedding shut television, shut it down. I mean, I remember everybody tuned in for Luke and Laura's wedding. I don't know how Luke and Laura became such a big thing, but they did. Kind of like the Who Shot JR thing. Like it took over. So that was a good video Pam did. Yep. She always does a good job of breaking that stuff down. Yeah, I mean, they were the it couple before the wedding, and the wedding was just the culminating event. Monica gone, Luke gone, Robert gone, Bobby's gone. Bobby was, I think, the first one. I mean, not the first one, because I mean, Alan died, but Bobby was gone. Yeah. Corey said, I stayed home from school and watched the wedding. You know what, Coco? Coleman, I just found out he was gay a couple of months ago. Like, I literally just found. JB told me that. Matter of fact, I found out on one of our reviews for Beyond the Gates. I did not know. So it had to be recent. It was one of our reviews for Beyond the Gates. And I was like, what? I was like, he's gay. I just found out myself, child. And when we talk about a politically correct world, child, that Luke and Laura storyline would never fly today. Never, never, never fly today. I wonder how they're going to handle, I just wonder how they're going to handle it since Luke had not been on the show for so many years, but Laura's still on the show. A lot. I wonder if they're going to like have him come back. There's no way they can't acknowledge it, but I'm just wondering how they're going to do it. Luke already passed. Oh, that's right. He did, didn't he? You're right. You're right, Bap. Because when he said he wasn't coming back, you're right. They killed his character. You're right. I forgot. I think because in the back of my mind, I was always ready for him to just come back. Because you know how Luke would leave and then come back and then leave and come back. But when he said he was absolutely not coming back, yeah, maybe they'll do like a anniversary, but they've got to acknowledge it. I mean, he was too big of a juggernaut on this show for them not to acknowledge it. But you're right. I forgot that his character was gone. He lived in Amsterdam. Thank you, Leo. Hey, boo. Thank you, Amsterdam. I knew it was another country. I knew, but okay. I'll say either Ireland. Yesterday, I said either Ireland or Amsterdam, so it was Amsterdam. Okay. I didn't know about Sherman Hemsley either until he passed away. I sure didn't. Nope. Yeah, I forgot that they had already killed his character. Yeah. But they've got to figure out a way to do it, though. In my mind, I mean, that's just me as a fan. I mean, they've got to do something. They've got to do something. Right, the original Nicholas died. Yes, I forgot about that. Anna's still around. Anna's still standing too. Hey, Miss Marnie, how you doing? I was thinking about you the other day. How you doing, my love? All right, y'all, we got 265 people in the chat. Please hit that like button if you have not done so already. I hope you guys will do that. So, unfortunately, you guys, that's another loss. Again, if you grew up a soap fan like myself, I mean, this is our childhood, unfortunately. You know. Okay. All right, let's switch gears a little bit, you guys. Let's get into reality. Let's get into the reality TV of it all. On Sunday night's episode of Married to Medicine, we saw the whole storyline with Dr. Simone and her kids, well, mainly her son Michael. We talked about this yesterday when I did my review. Well, Dr. Simone has given us a statement on kind of where things stand. Of course, they're in a good place now. They've talked it out. She said that in real life, that was a real argument. It was not for the show. It was not for, ratings. It was a real argument. And she said that they did not speak to each other for a couple of weeks. Like it was bad. According to Dr. Heavenly, the argument was a lot worse than what they showed. And it went on for a lot longer than what they showed. And that Simone, it was a bad argument. So what Simone has come down and told the internet is the following. She said, we came to an agreement. He's going to law school in the fall of 2026. And the agreement we have is that he will take loans for tuition and I will support him, provided he cuts back on his fabulous and luxurious lifestyle. So no more spending $60,000 on a credit card. She said that was a really painful moment to watch back. I knew that he was spoiled. He was entitled, but seeing how entitled he really is, I wanted to choke him. So, yeah. I'm not upset at that. I told y'all that the other day when I did my review, that I feel like she wanted him to get the loans to show that he was serious about law school. And I felt like she would have paid them off for him, or at the very least helped him. I didn't feel like she was just leaving him hanging and was like, oh, well, you just got to go fend for yourself. I'm cutting you off 100%. I don't think that was ever her intent. I think her intent was, let's have a serious conversation about money. And you need to understand that my money ain't your money. And now that you are a college graduate with a whole bachelor's degree, now it's time for you to get your together, right? I said, but got him a Tesla. Again, what we don't know is well, you might know. I don't know. Because maybe she said this. But what we don't know is he paying that car note? Because again, remember, the whole argument started with her saying, let's look at your budget. She never said she wasn't going to help him get a new car. Because I think he probably needed a new car. Again, I understand what y'all was saying. Like, he didn't need a new car. He had that car since high school. He had that car for about 6 or 7 years. Number one, it probably had a lot of wear and tear on it. Y'all know how we were as kids. That car probably had a whole lot of wear and tear on it, had a lot of miles on it. And at that point, they was probably throwing good money after bad. Buying him the car ain't my issue. I mean, it ain't for me to have an issue either way. But buying that car ain't my issue. Helping, and again, I don't know whether she paid the car in full and just said, here's a Tesla, or if he's paying a car note. That I don't know. But remember, that is how the argument started. The argument never said she wasn't going to get him a car. A Tesla, a Muscle, but child, look, I can't tell these people how to spend their money, child. I can't tell these people how to spend their money. Sounds like he needs to be working until he starts school. His attitude stinks. But listen, also at the end of the day, she got to live with that monster that she's created. She saw the mirror. And again, we don't know what subsequent conversations were had after the fact. Again, maybe he's paying the car note. Maybe she put down the deposit and he's paying a car note. I don't know. But again, I never got the impression that she was cutting him off. I got the impression that she wanted him to be more responsible about money and understand that she was not an ATM machine. The fact that she allowed him to run up $60,000 worth of charges in a 12-month window lets you know that she just lets him pay. Like, he has a credit card that he's just allowed to use, and she pays it at the end of the month. She probably don't even fucking pay attention to the charges until, like she said, she was sitting down trying to help them work out a budget. I mean, that's why that comment that Michael made was so disrespectful. I mean, it was disrespectful anyway, but that's why it was so disrespectful, because you do live a very privileged lifestyle. For you to be like, white people don't do it with their kids. They just pay it. They just do this. They pay it, and they don't leave their kids in debt. Sir, your mama bought you and your brother a condo. Y'all didn't have to pay no damn rent for a whole year. And let's call a thing a thing. They probably didn't pay no rent after that. And if they did, they weren't paying market value. She bought y'all a whole condo, 2-bedroom condo, just to get y'all out of her damn house, where she paid the rent for a whole year. So you had a whole year of rent-free living in your own really nice 2-bedroom condo. That's number one. Number two, I'm sure you didn't have to have no loans or anything like that for undergrad. You probably didn't know where the financial aid office was in your undergrad school. Okay, you probably didn't even know where the office was located. Whenever you needed to buy something, whenever you needed books, whenever you needed, if y'all was going on a trip, whenever you wanted a new outfit, whatever it was, I'm sure all you had to do was swipe that good old credit card that your mama gave you. $60,000 is what some people make in a year. And that's what you were swiping on a credit card. So again, at the end of the day, Simone, they are spoiled. And I didn't expect her to totally flip the switch. I just think that she wanted an acknowledgement and some respect. I mean, that's just my opinion. They may very well be paying a car note. Now, I ain't even gonna say if the car note is $600 a month, he might be paying her $300. But I think she's getting something out of him. And again, like I told y'all the other night, I don't know how serious he is about law school, because most people, and I know not everybody, some people take a gap year and all of that, but how you haven't even started applying for law school? You graduated. Have you taken the LSAT? Have you taken the pre-LSAT? Like, what are we doing? Chanel said, I paid for my first degree only making $24,000, baby. And for all the reasons you're stating, he would have had to get a student loan for a used car. Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. I get it. And I don't disagree with what y'all are saying. But that's why I was saying the other day, I never thought that Simone was cutting him off. Like, Simone, he would have to do something real egregious for Simone to leave him dangling. I think she just wanted acknowledgement. She wanted a budget, and she wanted, and the disrespect is what pushed her over the edge. So, and don't get me wrong, if I grew up in a household where I knew that my mama made good money, like Simone I'm pretty certain Simone is a multimillionaire. Like, I don't know that to be a fact, but I'm pretty certain if I Googled her, I'm pretty certain she's a multimillionaire, right? But like she said, I should be getting ready to start thinking about retirement. And I can't retire because I can't get y'all niggas out my pocket. And that probably includes her husband. Simone and her mini-me see each other. She enables that disrespect, ungrateful son of hers. Yeah. And at the end of the day, she's going to be living with the fruits of her labor. Good, bad, or indifferent, unfortunately. 3.5 million. Thank you, Papo. Yeah. So, right. She wants respect and to be appreciated. I don't think her intention is to ever teach them a lesson, leave them hanging. I don't think it was ever a question about whether she was going to get that boy a car. I don't think that was ever the question. Now, he probably prolonged him getting the car by that little argument, but had he just listened to her, went through the motions with her, let her get it off her chest, he'd have been at the dealership the next day. All she wanted was the respect and the acknowledgement. She said on Angela Yee, she's going to stop delivering babies after this month. She's slowing down. Yeah. Sorry, y'all. Piece of hair. And that's another reason why I wouldn't be surprised if her and Cecil did end up getting divorced, child. I could see Simone being the type of person to divorce Cecil, get her downsized into a nice, decent sized house, and live a good life. Simone has never, and again, I don't know her personally, but Simone has never seemed extravagant to me. She lives in a nice house. She never seemed like she needed to move into one of these big estates. I mean, their house is a nice house. You're right. It's cheaper to keep her. I mean, remember when she bought rented a whole nother house just to get away from them? Like, I could see her just getting a nice house in a nice neighborhood, driving a nice car, but nothing ridiculous, nothing extravagant. Like, she don't need a Rolls Royce. She doesn't need, I think she has a Porsche. I think she's good with her Porsche, living in her nice, probably 4 or 5 bedroom, modest. I'm not modest, but you know what I'm saying, house. And child, I think she good. Hold on, y'all. Now she should pack up her Maserati and leave in the middle of the night. Y'all silly. Yeah, for a doctor that makes good money, Simone doesn't live that extravagant. And as a matter of fact, some of the more extravagant parts of her have come after the show. Go back to Simone from seasons 1 through 4. Simone didn't even really wear labels and stuff like that. She started, of course, she started getting more into that lifestyle of being on a television show and a reality show. Probably got feedback. She probably got a stylist. Now we see her every once in a while. She having like a little Fendi outfit or a Gucci outfit. I remember she had them old Gucci shorts. And listen, we just seen her. And before I say this, clothes are meant to be worn, so this is no drag, this is no shade. But baby, she got them cute little Gucci shorts, and we'd have seen her wear them Gucci shorts about 10 times. Now, listen, clothes are meant to be worn. I'm not one of those people that feel like, oh, I've worn that. People have seen me in that already. I can't wear it again. I wish I would. I'm going to wash it because that's what washing and dryers are for, or I'm going to take it to the cleaners, and you go see it again. And you gonna see it again. So I ain't, you know, that's not even no shade that I'm saying she done had them Gucci shorts on 3-4 times. That's what they there for. And I'm sure she paid good money for them Gucci shorts, and they cute on her. And she need to wear them as many times as she want to wear them damn shorts, okay? But that's the point that I'm making. She might have a few pieces that she done splurged on like that. Thank you, Tam. That's the picture from BravoCon. Is it BravoCon? I feel like that's a picture from BravoCon. Simone is thrifty, right? And there's nothing wrong with it. That's why I say I don't want nobody to think I'm trying to be shady, because I'm not. Because it ain't nothing wrong with ain't nothing wrong with it. Okay. All right. Hold on. Let me get the timestamp because I'm clipping this and putting it over on the other channel. So hold on. Let me write down the timestamp before we get into this next story, honey. Oh, I should have oh well. Ooh, Lord. Remember, she had that Maserati delivered and Cecil didn't know it was coming. Right. Yep. Is she still selling her I don't know if she is or not, child. We'll have to wait and see what the Grand Dame got coming. I don't know. What time is it? 1 minute and 3 seconds. I mean, 1 minute and 1 hour and 3 minutes. My God. Okay, I'm gonna do 1:04. Okay. How can he make payments on a Tesla and he doesn't have a job? Well, I don't know that he doesn't have a job. I mean, maybe she said that on Angela Yee, but I don't know that he doesn't have a job. Oh, shoot. I forgot about 50 Cent, child. Let me get into 50 Cent before we get into this last story. My bad. Thank you. I forgot all about 50 Cent, child. I'll change the timestamp. Okay. So 50 Cent, being the troll that he is, he done now got into the beef with Mano, the rapper Mano, and Jim Jones and them people. And 50 Cent being the troll that we know 50 Cent. Oh, no, I did have another story to talk about. Hold on, child. We got other stuff. We got a few more other things. Hold on. Hold on, y'all. So 50 Cent and Mano done got into this, you know, who's this bigger contest. And basically Mano was saying, Manio, whatever the man name is, he was saying that, you know, he really didn't want to come out and speak against 50 Cent because 50 gave him his first record deal, yada, yada, yada. He said, but he really doesn't like basically how 50 moving, you know, the whole documentary of it all, you know, that kind of thing. And 50 Cent, in true troll fashion, has come down to this internet to let us know the following. He said, these guys are squatters, talking about Mano, Jim Jones. I don't even know who these other two are in this podcast that they have. Mano, thank you, Mano. He said, these guys are squatters. They owe $250,000 for the space that they're filming their podcast. These bums are trying to win Best Dressed Award and can't pay their bills. And then he went on to say that he's actually now reached out to the landlord of the building to buy the building from him. Fabulous. Thank you. Y'all, you know, listen. I've told y'all before that 50 Cent is a troll. 50 Cent is a troll on top of a troll, living underneath a troll. Like, but the flip side of that is, why do y'all keep fucking with him when y'all know? See, here's the thing. It is not about being scared. You know what I mean? It's not about being scared of 50. It's just, why are you fucking with him? I understand that y'all were probably having this conversation on the podcast about the documentary or whatever, but at the end of the day, leave that man alone. Like, let 50 Cent just be a troll over on the side. I don't understand why y'all are bothering him. It is, you know what? And I'm gonna be honest with you, Miss Marnie said that's actually kind of funny. It is hilarious. And I'm sorry. I know that 50 Cent is a troll, and I am no 50 Cent fan at this point in my life. But baby, that shit's funny to me. Here you are, sitting on a podcast, talking shit about 50 Cent. And 50 Cent has decided to do some research. Because why? He got time and found out that you are actually in arrears to your landlord in the space where you are filming said podcast. And his response is to let all of us know that you are in arrears, and then let us know, and I might just buy the building because I can. Y'all, it is funny. It is. I'm sorry. It is funny. But it's still some troll on top of troll underneath the bridge where the trolls live type shit. And I don't understand why y'all keep fucking with this man. Leave that man alone. Y'all should have known better than to leave him alone when he sued Tierra Marie or countersued Tierra Marie and won. And now won his money. You know that girl ain't got no money. You know that girl ain't got no money. Leave that man alone. Then he proceeded to post online the documents showing that they behind. Here you go, right here. Then he I'm sorry. Then he posted Jim Jones loses Jersey home in foreclosure. And it says it's sold for $100. Now, I don't know if this is real or if this is AI, because this is showing Jim Jones land on the, like, I don't know if this is real or AI. But again, this is the kind of shit that he's doing. Leave that man alone. Yeah, Rants and Rambles. He said he's building a movie studio down there. Yeah. And again, I'm not even saying I condone the shit. But leave that man alone. Dionne Warwick is being sued by the company that negotiated her walk-on-by sample deal with Doja Cat. I don't know why y'all bothering Auntie Dionne, but let's read it. It says the lawsuit was filed by Artist Rights Enforcement Corp. It claims that the firm negotiated the sample deal and has represented Warwick on royalty matters for years, only to now be pushed aside. The company says that Warwick is attempting to avoid paying the fee she agreed to under the contract. In documents cited by Billboard, Artist Rights asserts it supported Warwick for decades at a great effort and expense and received a share of royalties in perpetuity as part of their partnership. The complaint further states, after decades of service, Ms. Warwick is now trying to evade paying Artist Rights hundreds of thousands, if not millions of dollars, a move the company says violates the contract. The company also claims that Warwick began increasingly expressing her desire to stop paying their rights. Warwick has not yet publicly addressed the lawsuit. Well, first of all, here's another one that's petty. I don't know if y'all have ever seen Dionne Warwick's Twitter, but she's another one that got some, I don't know if it's her or somebody else running her Instagram account or her social media account, but baby, she got some Twitter fingers. She got Twitter fingers. I'm going to be honest and tell you guys, I am always leery of contracts that say in perpetuity. I mean, obviously, I'm no attorney. I'm not telling somebody how to write their contracts. And if somebody's going to sign a contract that agrees to give you anything in perpetuity, that's on them. I mean, what can I say? That's on them. But I'll be honest, I'm always leery when I see in perpetuity. And they said that they have been representing her for years and they have made millions of dollars. Maybe Auntie Dionne said, all right, that's enough. Y'all got y'all money. I mean, maybe she just said, y'all have made enough money off of my back. That's it. That's all. Y'all don't need no more. And I'm not saying that they're right or they're wrong. I'm not saying they're right or they're wrong, but I'm saying maybe that is what Dionne said. She said that's enough. That's it. And that is all. But whenever I see in perpetuity, I always feel like, it always makes me feel, you know what I'm saying? When I hear that term in perpetuity, it's like, ugh. And then when it said they've made millions of dollars over the years, I feel like y'all made y'all money. And again, a contract is a contract. That's a contract. But I ain't mad at her for saying, yeah, I'm good. Y'all made y'all money. Yeah, I thank you, Queen Tracy. I remember Auntie Dionne saying that was her. Mm-hmm. And again, if she signed the contract, she signed the contract, right? So I'm not saying that the company did anything to her. I'm sure she was represented. She's been doing in the music industry long enough to understand. Excuse me. She's been in the music industry long enough to understand you sign something, you better not do it without a lawyer around and all that good stuff. So I'm not saying anybody took advantage of her. I ain't going down that yellow brick road. But what I am saying is, y'all said that y'all done made millions of dollars off of this woman over the last however many years. She ain't even put out no music. So the fact that y'all have made millions of dollars off of a woman who ain't even making no new music, I think y'all made y'all money. Whatever y'all negotiated for her, I think y'all got it. That's just my opinion. Thank you. That is just my opinion. I could be wrong, y'all. But that is my opinion. Hold on, y'all. Let me blow my nose. What'd you say? Did I know that Uncle Near's has a collab with Jenny's brand ice cream? I have the flavor of boozy eggnog. It's so good. No, I don't even know that brand of ice cream. Jenny's brand? Where do you find that? I'm not a big ice cream eater, so I don't know. But I do like eggnog, and I certainly like the title boozy. I like that title. Baby, my mama used to make the best alcohol laced eggnog. Hold on. I'm gonna ask my mama if she gonna make me some eggnog. Hold on, y'all. Y'all always talking about how spoiled I am. Let me see if I can get my mama to make me some eggnog. Let me see if I could get her. They got it at the Safeway? Oh, Rants and Rambles. I'm gonna get me some. Hold on, y'all. Let me see if I can get my mama to make me some eggnog.
Hello, lady.
What's up, lady? What you doing?
Watching last night's Voice.
Oh. So look,
What you doing?
I was talking about you. So look, I was talking to my people, and I was telling him how you used to make the best eggnog. Can you make me some eggnog?
I'm not making myself eggnog. I bought the eggnog at Costco, and I think it's pretty darn good. Matter of fact, I had a cup the other night, and it's a little stronger than I remember. Either that or I can't. But it's kind of good.
You bought some eggnog from the Costco?
I bought it last year. You didn't get any? It's the one in the bottle, because Costco has two different ones. It's the one in the bottle. It's over there by the liquor. It's not in the refrigerator. It's right on the shelf. So it's good.
So that's your way of saying no. I got it.
Yes, that is absolutely. But I will be more than happy to show you how to make it.
All right, I guess it's Costco eggnog then.
It's good. I think you like it.
I think you just don't want to make none.
Well, that's also true.
You know what? Goodbye.
Bye.
Huh, I guess I ain't getting no eggnog. I guess I gotta drink the Costco eggnog, child. I guess I gotta drink the Costco eggnog. Right, Cookie, teach a man how to fish. Right, talk about I help you make some. If I wanted to make some, I'd have been asked her. But I do need to get her recipe, though. I do need to get her recipe. But my mother used to make it from scratch. It was so good. I remember as a kid, she would make like the adult eggnog, and then she would make regular eggnog. So, of course, we knew which ones we were supposed to drink. But, baby, we always took some of the other eggnog. We always snuck and got us some of the adult eggnog, honey. And then as an adult, I remember as an adult being able to go in the refrigerator and pour some of the adult eggnog. Baby, I thought I was grown in. I thought I was grown. Horrible negotiations, baby. That wasn't no negotiating. Did you hear that? Listen, she gave me an option. I could either drink the Costco or she would show me how to make it. I still might get her to make some. I mean, I might get her to show me how to make some. Maybe that week between Christmas and New Year, I might go over there and let her show me how to make some. What's up, JB? Hey, boo. Yeah, I do want to learn how to make it, though, because she made it from scratch. Like, she made eggnog from scratch. So, yeah, ain't no negotiating. Did y'all hear that? It wasn't no negotiating that. She was clear. You've never had eggnog? Eggnog, I mean, again, if you like cream-based drinks, that's what I always tell people. If you like cream-based drinks, you'll like eggnog. If you don't, you probably won't. Can you make eggnog for me and Benji? Did you? I'm sorry. How about you go over grandma's house and y'all make the eggnog? How about that for me and Benji? Yeah, I'll probably get her to teach me how to make it, though. I probably will. You've never had eggnog either? Is eggnog a northern thing? I didn't know. I mean, I guess because I grew up with eggnog, I never knew that people didn't drink it. That was like a staple for the hot. Because first of all, my mother loves eggnog ice cream. So we always got Baskin & Robbins eggnog ice cream. Like as soon as they started selling it, my dad would always go buy my mom some eggnog ice cream from Baskin Robbins. We used to have a Baskin Robbins down the street from my house. And as soon as they started selling it. Okay, so it's just, okay, so people in the South are saying no, they do. It's just certain people, I guess. Okay, cool. They make it in Florida. We have it in Costa Rica. Okay, so it's just, I guess just certain people just didn't grow up with it. Okay. Okay, just some people just didn't grow. Okay, cool. Yeah, I just grew up with it. So this next story, before we get into our last story, this might offend some people's sensibilities. So let me just go ahead and be clear before we even get started that this is going to be a controversial thing. DC is considered the South by other people. I don't consider DC the South, but it is below the Mason-Dixon line. So technically DC is the South, but I don't consider it South. So let me say, I love custard. I love boiled custard. I love custard. I love all kinds of custard. So yeah, again, if you don't like cream base, yeah, you're not gonna like it. I've never had it from scratch though. Yeah, my mom, growing up, my mother made eggnog every year, and she always made a regular batch for the house, like that everybody could drink, and then she had the adult. Eggnog daiquiri. That sounds delicious. I might have to call my mama back and tell her we might need to have an eggnog daiquiri. Huh. Now that sounds delicious. No, the Mason-Dixon isn't the Bible Belt. DC and Miami, not the South. How is Miami not the South? Miami is about as South as South can get, damn near. Anyway. An eggnog pound cake. That sounds delicious too. I might have to ask my mama about an eggnog pound cake. I don't want to keep calling her back, but I'm gonna definitely ask her about that. DC's not south of Miami. Right. I don't know where that Miami came from. Miami is definitely the South. So there was this story. I didn't see the original story, but it was a story. This woman. Let me see if I can get the name. So this lady had her son, Shaquilla. I'm gonna just keep it at Shaquilla. She had her son taken out of her custody because of behavioral issues, right? There's a video of him literally throwing a rock or throwing multiple rocks at the windshield of the car while her and her other kids were sitting in the car. And as a result of this video, she called the police and the police removed him from the home. And basically she said that he's out of control, right? He has these extreme behavior issues and he is out of control. So like I said, the video, I'm going to show y'all. Matter of fact, let me show y'all the video. I'm going to let y'all see the video. If you haven't already seen it, I'm going to let y'all see the video. Where is it? Where'd it go? Hold on, y'all. Why is it not coming up? Hold on, y'all. I just had it. Lord.
Y'all, let me tell y'all, so now
all right, my bad, y'all. Give me a quick second. Let me find it. I thought it was right here, but maybe I gotta keep scrolling. Oh, Lizzo. Lizzo's had part of her lawsuit being thrown out. Oh, thank you so much for the Cash App. Thank you for the donations. Thank you so much. Thank you. I just got it. Thank you. All right. Hold on, y'all. If I can't find it, damn it. I just had it. Anyway, it's a video of the boy literally throwing the rocks. Throwing the rocks at the windshield. With the mother, she's videotaping from inside the car. And he must have thrown about 3 or 4 rocks. And of course, he's breaking the windshield. So she called the police to have him removed from the home. Well, now she's complaining because she's saying that he was assaulted while he was in his foster home. And I'm not going to show y'all the pictures because the boy got beat up. He got beat up bad. I'm going to be honest. He got beat up bad. So now she's blaming social media. Blaming the foster care system for her child being assaulted. And now she wants him back home. But of course, they won't release the child back into her custody. Let me say this. I in no way, shape, or form condone your child being beat up in custody. I don't condone it. I'm not going to sit here and condone it. However, comma, did it ever occur to you that this same child that put your life in danger, let me just say that, this same child, they might have took the post down because I'm on the site where I found it and I'm scrolling, but those pictures were very graphic. They might have made them take that post down because the pictures of the child were because he got his ass beat. Both of his eyes were swollen, his nose was bleeding. Like it was somebody beat his ass. I don't know who did it, but somebody beat his ass. But have it ever occurred to you that, again, this same child that put your life in danger, because let's be clear, throwing rocks at the windshield of the car repeatedly to the point where the car shattered, the windshield was shattering, it could have easily injured you. Somebody asked me how old the child is. I think the child is like 16, but he's a big boy. Like he's burly, a big boy. Let me be clear. He probably talked some shit to the wrong person. And I'm not condoning it. Let's be clear. I'm not condoning it. But he probably talked some shit to the wrong person down to wherever DCFS had him housed. Okay? And again, I'm not condoning it at all. But after I saw that video of him throwing them rocks at you and his siblings, because you had your other kids in the car, to the point where y'all was scared to even get out the car while he was throwing the rocks at y'all in the car. Y'all was scared to get out the car, and you had to call the police, and the police immediately took him into custody and put him in the system. I just feel like he took that same attitude into wherever he was, and somebody responded in kind. I mean, you're not accusing adults of doing that. You're not saying, oh, there's some adults beat his. You're saying that this is what happened to him while he was in there. Yeah, we still here. We about to get into our last story. And again, y'all, I don't want nobody to be like, dang, really be that's messed up. You think it's okay? No. But I'm just saying, you talk shit to the wrong person. Everybody ain't your mama, bruh. Everybody's not your mama. And I just feel like he hit the wrong person at the wrong time with the wrong shit. Because here's the reality. Every bully got a bigger bully. So he's probably used to bullying people. I bet you if you call down to the school, I bet you the school got some stories to tell. You know what, Xavier? It's not right, but it's okay. There you go. And that's what we're going to end that. So let's get it. Let me write down my new timestamp, child. Because I'm going to clip this and put it over on the other channel. Because we're going to talk about Angel, honey. We're going to talk about Angel. What time is it? It's 1:30. Okay, let me see. 1:31. We're going to do 1:31. I wish I could show y'all that video, but anyway, I'm sure I'll find it when I get off of here. What she allowed her home, others ain't going to tolerate. Sorry that kid got beat up, but the world is not going to treat him like she did. He's bad, but there's one better. There you go. And there you go on that. And we're going to put an exclamation point on that. Okay. So Angel Massey, down to the Real Housewives of Potomac, said, baby, I got time today. Okay. Now, she said that after Sunday night's episode, she said she had some things to say to y'all. And then when she got done, her sister stepped into the room. Okay. So let me read y'all what she had to say. Angel Massey said the following, down to threads. Okay. Down to threads. She said the following. Oh, wait a minute. No, that's her sister. Hold on. Where are her words? Oh, Lord. Hold on, child. Let me scroll back. I got to delete some pictures, y'all. I got too many pictures in my phone. Okay. Angel said the following. Angel said, stories people have made up to feed a need for whatever reason to believe I'm some person I'm not. I've stayed largely silent, but last night's episode takes the cake. Giselle is lying. She has no word on the street because no one knew her on the street before joining the show. Wendy's mutual friend, yeah, that conversation never happened. I spoke with her. Lies. Ashley just needs to join in on a storyline. Ooh. And then Angel went on to say, speak on my man, and all bets are mother effing off. Oh my. She said, let's be clear. I am from Maryland. She put that in capital letters. Maryland. I know where the bones are buried, but I kept it classy. Done. Period. Ooh, angels. Now, see, Angel, this is the angel we need from you. Girl, where you been all season? Listen, I'm all about keeping it classy. I'm all about keeping it cute. But, girl, they been coming for you, your neck, all season long. Girl, you needed to be tweeting this out 10 weeks ago. Baby, we on episode 12. Okay? Where have you been, ma'am? We needed this from you 10 weeks ago. Now, but her sister popped in the room. Let me read y'all what her sister had to say, because baby, her sister said, now we met her sister a couple of episodes ago, and I said, oh, her sister got some stuff that she want to say, but now her sister's the one keeping it cute. But let's read what the sister had to say, okay? Now, Angel's sister said the following, let's go. That's what she said. I didn't say that. She said, let's go. She said, start with how very nice and supportive you were of Wendy back in 2020. I knew you were lightly acquainted with her from school, and I wanted to be sure she wasn't a fluke. I came up with the idea to include her in my client's honorary dinner program. When I saw her on CNN one day and started asking around, I knew she was trying to make a name in political journalism and wanted to help her elevate. Who better to ask than you? Okay. Oh, Lord, this got cut off. Damn it. Something about the Nigerian community and women generally. You were all for it. I guess she pitched a story to her about the Nigerian community. Remember, these dinners were for money. The first one I did was for Andre Wells, whom we adored. This would have put Wendy on a level with Andre Wells, Trina, yes, that Trina, and someone from Miami dinner series, etc. I guess she's talking about the baddest chick, Trina, I guess. Meanwhile, we reached out to Eddie, cordial and professional, as he was managing her appearances. Eddie is your manager, Wendy? Wendy. Hey, girl. Eddie is your manager? Van and I got her approved, and the only reason it didn't happen was COVID hit. So this was this was back in 2020. So Wendy, you do have more. You do know who this woman is. So that's why she got so much smoke for you, Wendy, because you know who this woman is, because this is her sister trying to help you get on, girl. This is your sister trying to help you get on. So you knew who this woman was, Wendy. Okay, let's keep going. She said all of this was before anyone knew she'd be on the Real Housewives of Potomac. Meanwhile, Wendy is out here lying on you, acting like she doesn't know you and know who you are. When I see her out socially, she makes that face and just stands there like someone is about to ask for an autograph. Girl, goodbye. And remember the Brooke Ashley said that Wendy has a real stank attitude these days. Meanwhile, you were nothing but supportive back then. Because if you had said one word that she wasn't nice to you, you know I would have pulled that dinner expeditiously. So this is Wendy's sister talking. This is Angel's sister talking to Angel about Wendy. Hold on, let me go back to the beginning because there's something she said on this first slide that I want to go back to. Okay. So it says, start with how very nice and supportive you were, Wendy. So she's talking about Angel back in 2020. I knew you were lightly acquainted with her from school, and I wanted to be sure she wasn't fluke. I came up with the idea to include her in my client's honorary dinner program when I saw her on CNN one day and started asking around. I knew she was trying to make a name in political journalism and wanted to help elevate her. Who better to ask than you? Okay. So basically her sister is saying you knew who Wendy was and you vouched for Wendy. Okay. And then it says here, yes, I did that because when our mom, so this is Angel responding to her sister. Excuse me. Excuse me again. So this is Angel responding to her sister. Angel said, yes, I did that because when our mom passed away, she DM'd me offering support, which I thought was kind. Wendy. See, Wendy, that's why she got so much energy for you and maybe not as much energy for everybody else. Because, girl, you do know her. And you know her outside of school. Thank you. Girl, you know her outside of school. Now, again, I don't understand why you waited all this time to say all this, Angel, because I feel like you could have been told us this. I feel like you could have been, because see, now you might have messed around and messed up your chances of coming back for a season 2. It's too late in the game now. Your team is already down by 50 points and it's only 2 minutes left on the clock. Girl, a touchdown ain't going to do it. You might have got a touchdown, but baby, you still down 43 more points. You should have said this like after the Nevis trip when they had you looking crazy. After the Nevis trip is when you should have dropped some of this tea. Give us something. We were rooting for you, Angel. Well, I don't know if we was rooting for you, but I'm just saying. No, Yvette, I'm gonna have to respectfully disagree. Yvette said, lightly acquainted is the whole point. Wendy not lying. She said that that Angel was a familiar face. I feel like if you reaching out to somebody to extend condolences when they lose their mother, that's more than just I know you. I'm gonna be honest. I see people on Facebook all the time. I hate to say it. Maybe I'm a different. Maybe y'all are better people than me. People that I'm lightly acquainted with, and I see. I don't drop a condolence in somebody's inbox every time I see it on Facebook. I might leave a message on Facebook and say, I'm so sorry to hear about your loss. But if it's somebody that I just knew in high school, just as an acquaintance, like we weren't friends, we didn't hang out, we didn't sit together in the cafeteria, we just Facebook friends because we all went to high school at the same time. Baby, I didn't slide in your inbox. If my sister had reached out to somebody off of my word to give them a job opportunity, we're more than just slightly acquainted. I'm sorry. I just can't go down that road. I can't go down that road because I feel like that's more than Wendy. Because even Wendy was like, yeah, I don't really know her. And Angel was like, girl, we lived in the same dorm. Like, what you mean? I think Angel even said they shared a suite or something like that. That's more than just, I'm sorry, y'all. I can't go down that road. That's more than just an acquaintance. You know that woman. That don't mean y'all best friends. That doesn't even mean that y'all are friends, but you know who that woman is. But if I'm reaching out to the sister, not Angel, even Angel says she doesn't know her. No, Angel did not say that. Angel said Wendy knows me. No, Angel did not say that. If you go back to Angel's first confessional, when we first met her, she said that she is acquainted with Wendy, that I think they had that her big sister, they have somebody in common. I think she said either Wendy's big sister was her roommate or her roommate was Wendy's big sister, something like that. They're more than just casual, oh, we both went to temple at the same time. They have somebody in common. And that's what Angel said. Angel was like, my big sister is her roommate, or her big sister was my roommate. They know each other. Not best friends, but they know each other. And Wendy really tried to act like, I don't know this woman. Okay, yeah, a familiar face, right. But even when Wendy said that, she said it with a little shade. She said it with some, oh, it's some familiar face. She said it with some shade. And that's why her sister had, remember when we saw her sister in that scene they filmed? Maybe that's why her sister had the energy she had. Because if she reached out to Wendy to try to give Wendy a job and put her in a room with some movers and shakers off the strength of Angel's recommendation, nah. And there's no way in the world that if Angel's sister reached out to Wendy, and it ain't no way that she didn't say, well, you know, my sister vouched for you. My sister said that you good people. She would have said that. Because I would have. If I reached out to somebody that my sister knew, and I asked my sister about that person, and they said, oh, nah, they're good people. They're good people. I absolutely would have been like, well, my sister said you good people. My sister said to reach out to you. My sister said that you'd be a great addition to this endeavor. And even if that were true, Wendy invited them to her home for dinner. Then it was Angel that switched up on Wendy about the chin check thing instead of getting Giselle. But I hear what you're saying, Yvette, and that's okay. We just gonna disagree on this, and that's cool. I hear what you're saying, but again, if I know somebody, my energy for that, if I feel like there's somebody that's purposely throwing me under the bus or dissing me, I hate to say dissing, or dissing me, my energy is going to be different towards them. Yes, my energy is going to be different towards Wendy than it is towards Giselle. Because there's a part of me that probably felt like Wendy was going to have my back. I have no expectations of Giselle. I don't know her. I don't have no expectations of Giselle. But I kind of had some expectations of you, Wendy, because we do know each other. Again, not best friends, but we are acquainted. You know me. You know me. You know my face. You know my name. And not only are you acting like you don't know me, you are participating in the hazing bullshit of me. So yes, I'm side-eyeing you. And I'm going to give you more energy than I'm going to give Giselle. Now, don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. At this point, Angel should have the smoke for all of their asses. But I understand her having a little bit more for Wendy. I get it now. I understand now why she had a little bit more for Wendy. I do. And maybe everybody else, it doesn't make sense, but I see it. I understand now. If my sister was getting ready to help you get in the room with some movers and shakers and make you some motherfucking money and elevate your profile, yeah, absolutely. I'm not saying you owe Angel, but what I am going to say is I didn't expect you to be going against me. Maybe it's a hazing thing because didn't Karen say she didn't know Wendy? Yeah, and Karen was lying. Y'all know I love me the Grand Dame, but she was lying. She knew Wendy. She absolutely knew Wendy. And yes, there is a level of hazing that goes into Housewives. Some shows are worse than others. But yes, there is a level of hazing that goes into the new girl. But what I'm saying is, I understand why Angel thought that she had a different connection with Wendy. I'm not saying that it was reasonable. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that it was a reasonable expectation, but I understand now why she had a different expectation of Wendy. Now, again, fast forward, we are now in episode 12, and I don't think she should have an expectation for none of them hoes. You understand what I'm saying? But I see it. Now, I still feel like she gave Wendy a lot more smoke, and she definitely should have given Giselle some of that smoke. You know what I'm saying? I agree with that. But I'm saying I just understand where I understand where she's coming from. I'm not saying it's a reasonable thought. I'm just saying I get it. It's okay, Happen. I was talking to Yvette. But honestly though, I still feel like Angel baby, you it's too late. Too much, too little, too late to ever try again. Baby, they about to film the reunion. And at this point, it doesn't matter. Like, I don't even care. Baby, you could bring the Monique Binder to the reunion at this point, and I don't think it's going to change nobody. Now, there's some people, I mean, on the panel Monday night, Scotty and them was saying they feel like you deserve a second season. I don't. Let me say this. The only way I feel like Angel should get a second season is if KK's not there. Because I feel like as long as her and KK are friends, I don't feel like she's going to push herself to get past. See, here's the thing about Housewives. The necessary evil of Housewives is that at some point you got to get past the bullshit, right? At some point y'all got to make up. Now, for us living in our regular life, there's some shit that people have done to us that we would never, ever, 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 ever get over, right? I ain't never speaking to that hoe again. It doesn't matter what you do, what you say. We ain't friends. We ain't going to be friends. We ain't never going to be friends. We was Taylor Swift. We are never, ever, ever getting back together. Like, it's not going to happen, right? So, but the formula of Housewives is that at some point, y'all got to get past it. So what I mean by that is, as long as Angel has a friend, meaning KK, on the show, she's not going to push herself to, one, push herself to get to know these women, and two, she's not going to push herself to get past how she feels. And that's my opinion. I just feel like she's never going to push herself towards it. So the problem is, one of them got, and honestly, I would be okay with KK leaving and Angel staying. But with the two of them there together, no. Nope. Not at all. Do you think Angel did bring this up, but production edited out? Maybe. That's a good point, Miss French Kiss. That is a valid point. That is a valid question. I'm also going to say this too. And I'm not saying this just because I love the Grand Dame, but hear me out. KK and Karen are friends. They've kept in touch. They're friends. I'm not saying they're best friends, but they're in a good space. If Karen comes back next season, that might shift the dynamic a little bit. Even though Karen and Giselle are having this whole kumbaya season, this season in their life where they're having this kumbaya moment, we all know that Housewives of Potomac works best when Karen and Giselle are not getting along. And if they bring Karen back, then I could be okay with the Angel KK dynamic with Karen. Because then we sort of have a versus thing going on. Y'all know what I'm saying? We sort of have a versus thing going on. And I would be here for. Because then it would be sort of a power shift. I don't know where Stacey falls in that because Stacey and Karen aren't getting along. So I don't know where Stacey will fall in that dynamic. Yeah, one of them, Stacey's going to have to make up with somebody or they're going to have to bring a friend on for Stacey. The reality of the situation is they'll never get rid of Ashley and Giselle, so let that go. She ain't going nowhere. If Karen comes back, she'll be back, and that'll be, that's going to dominate the storyline. If Karen comes back next season, that's going to dominate every storyline. The Grand Dame, what happened, where she is now, y'all know what it's going to be. If Monique decides to come back, there's the Monique-Karen dynamic there. I don't think Monique will come back full-time, but hell, I didn't think Monique would ever come back, so what the hell do I know? Yeah, it'll be interesting. I want to see the rest of the season play out. Yeah. Anyway, y'all, that's what it is. Let me get out of here. I'm not sure what's going on tonight as far as if we're going to do the Real Housewives. It's almost 9:00. Oh, Lord, let me get off of here. All right, y'all, I got to go. I think the scene Atlanta has been postponed. I don't think the panel is happening tonight. I think we're going to do that tomorrow night. So if we're gonna do the panel tomorrow night, I guess I don't know what I'm doing, y'all. Cause it's too late for me to try to do Salt Lake City because I would still have to watch the episode and then do the live. So I'll see y'all tomorrow for something. All right. Talk to y'all later. Peace.